I just wanted to give some pre-notices. I do have a tendency of spacing out after I say a few things, so if I space out, I am sorry.
Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you guys clicked on my video to learn about do's and don'ts of, having a hamster. Okay, today I'll only be covering a few things because I don't want to waste that much of your time. And eventually in the future I probably will make another video about this. But sorry if my bed annoys you. It's old. Okay. So the first thing I can tell you to do is please do not give your hamster a bath. Hamsters do not need baths. They have oils in their skin that they need to keep on, and if you give them a bath, you are just washing off those natural oils that they need. There are other things that you can use. You can use sand baths. With sand baths, you can either use Repti sand that does not have calcium or any added coloring to it. You can use chinchilla sand, and it cannot be the dust, it has to be the sand. Or you can use children's play sand that does not have anything added in it and it already is good. There is a type of sand that you can get from Home Depot, and it's pretty cheap. And Victoria Rachel has already done a video on sand baths, so if you guys want to go watch that, I'll probably figure out a way to link it in the bio, hopefully, if I can figure that out. Yay! Okay, but the next thing I can tell you to do is please always make sure your hamster has a wheel. I'm not looking at you. Hi. Please always make sure that your hamster has a wheel, even if they do not use it, and that is probably going to be very rare if they do not use it, because normally a hamster will at least use their will use their wheel a few times during their life, hopefully. Okay. Oh, that toe looks so natural. I have muscles. Okay. I'm a dork. Okay. So. Oh, hamster balls. This topic is more fought over than it is like, okay, you can do it or you can don't do it. I'm more on the do not do it because hamsters flat out are not that good at seeing. Their eyesight is almost horrible. That is the reason why, well, first of all, most people, I don't know why, but they put them inside their hamster ball. At first, I thought, oh, hey, he can have it and he can just be inside it. And he can chill around the house and he can just roll wherever he wants to. But the thing is, as soon as you tighten the lid, he's stuck in there until you take him out of it. We do not understand their language, so we cannot just take it out of it as soon as they say, okay, I'm done running, I want water now, take me out of this. Because if you think that your hamster really likes going inside a hamster ball because, oh yeah, I put it next to his cage and he goes inside the cage, and he goes inside the ball, that doesn't mean that he likes it though. You can say, oh yeah, my hamster really loves it because he always wants to go inside the ball. That does not mean anything. Hamsters will go into anything that you put up to their face. You could probably put a bucket of lava in front of them. I'm sorry, I play Minecraft. Okay. But if you put a bucket of lava in front of them, they will probably still go in that. I mean, they can't really see, so if they have anything in front of them, they're probably either going to go on it, or they're going to smell to see what it is, and if they don't like it, they're going to run away, because they're probably either scared, or they just don't like you at all, they just want to get away from you. It's probably not that option, because all of you guys are very likable and very lovely. Okay. Also, shout out to my sister for letting me use her tripod. Thank you. But, the reason why some people do use their hamster ball is because it provides them exercise, but what we don't see is how hamsters are tiny creatures, and they're put inside a hamster ball and they're stuck there until we take them out. So, if you want to get more information about that, there's a bunch of other videos that you can find. If you look up hamster balls for hamsters, is it good or bad? You will probably pick up a lot of videos on it and a lot of useful videos and tips about that. Okay, the next thing I can tell you to do is, let's see, I've covered bats, I've covered wheels, and I've covered balls. Okay. I hope I've only covered those 3, unless I'm really bad at counting. Hi, it's just me, your average stupid person. Okay. Okay. So embarrassed. Okay, I'll probably end up editing that part out. Hopefully, if I remember to do that. Okay, but the next thing I can tell you to do is do not put your hamsters near other animals if they're obviously scared of them. Well, common sense, please don't put your animals next to each other. It is not advised, and it is not good for your hamster because they will become very, very stressed because, yet again, that is a giant creature and they're trying to figure out what in the world is this tiny thing that's moving around. And to them, they look like, to them, that is a toy. Your little pet is a toy to them because you're your hamster and pretend I'm a dog. I'm just gonna go up to you, I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna eat your hamster. Please. It is not advised to put your hamster and your pet in the same room or just where they can get to each other. That is not good because some way or another they will find a way to meet. Not really your hamster, it's more the dog or the cat or whatever other pet you have that's probably going to be trying to get with your pet. So please don't do that. Okay, the next thing I can tell you, well, not to do, is go in their cage and go through everything to play with them. If they are sleeping during the day, do not go and try and find them to wake them up to play with you. If they do not want to play, they will not play. They will probably try and run away from you and try and go back to sleep. If they do that, leave them alone. If they're asleep, leave them alone. Please don't go wake up your hamster. Please, I beg of you. Do not go wake up your hamster just because you want to play and they're sleeping. It's cruel. Don't. Imagine if you were sleeping, okay? I'm sleeping. And my mother comes. Imagine how you feel in the morning whenever you are sleeping. I'm trying to figure out how to put this where you guys might understand this better. But imagine whenever you're sleeping and your mother comes in the room or your father comes in the room or your family, Mackenzie, comes in your room and she says, "Hey, it's time to play. Get up and we're going to go play." Would you guys like to do that? Would you guys like to wake up and go play with them? No, I want to sleep. I want to stay away from them people. They're weird. This is coming from me. Okay. I've wasted almost 9 minutes of your time being stupid. Okay. Next thing I can tell you not to do is please do not put a fabric hammock in their cage if your hamster is a big fabric chewer. You can probably just be able to test this by putting in a fabric thing in there and seeing what they do with it by either hanging it from the rooftop of your cage or from just putting in a hammock from fabric and popsicle sticks. If you stick it in there and they ignore it, but they get on it and they just play on it and they don't chew on it, then it's probably more safe for you to use it in your hamster cage. But if they go up to it and they start chewing on it, like with Bounce, if you put anything new in his cage, he will chew on it. He tried chewing on his wheel for the first few weeks I had him. Trust me, he's not the smartest at this exact time. He wants to chew on anything, even if it might kill him. So please, if your hamster obviously is more attracted to fabric, keep the fabric out of their cage because the fabric can kill them and clog them up. So please don't put fabric in their cage if obviously your hamster is going to try and chew on it. That's the reason why most people like testing to see if their hamster will chew on a fabric or not before they completely know. So if you do decide to use fabric in their cage, do a test before and just do a tiny hammock, or just do something simple. Like if you were just laying out something or laying out a little bed, if your hamster does not try and chew on it, even if you have to get like a mini camera that you can see in the dark and you have to put it in their cage to see if they chew on it during the night, you might have to do that to figure out if your hamster is more wanting to chew on the fabric or not. Because if it does not, then I don't see a problem why you cannot put your hammock in there. But if your hamster does decide to chew on it, please remove it. Please. I don't know any more simpler way to say it. Please, just remove it from the cage. Okay, the next thing that I can tell you guys to do is do not give your hamster a bunch of sugar. Hamsters can get diabetes. Please make sure your hamster does not get diabetes by watching what they eat, making sure it has enough protein, making sure they have the right food. That's the reason why in my last video I asked you guys if you guys could help me find where the mosaic, rat, and mouse diet pellets are, so I can add that to my seed mix that I have right now, which is a sunburst something. I don't know. I'm bad at remembering things. But that's the reason why I said in the last video, so I can try and figure out the right things and getting everything mixed together. And if you guys do decide to use treats very often, probably go for the Gerber Baby Puffs. Those are very nice. They taste actually really good. Yeah. And Bounce really likes them. So just stay away from anything that has spice or anything that is more than one ingredient. That's what I do. I stick towards the main ones like banana, strawberry, blueberry. He really likes blueberry and banana. Those are his favorites. I'm guessing they're his favorites. I don't know. Those are the only ones I've tried with him. That's the reason why I'm saying they're his favorites. But if you do decide to use yogurt drops, try to cut them into fourths and only give them. I'm not gonna assume your hamster's genders, okay? If you do decide to give them a piece of your yogurt drop, try and make sure it's either 1/4 of it, or if it's a Syrian, give them half of it. That is what I recommend. Other YouTubers, they might recommend something different. But with me, I would either, for dwarfs, I would recommend 1/4 of it. For Syrians, I would recommend 1/2 of it. Because yet again, those are both different sized bodies. And that's kind of the reason why I would recommend different portions. I don't know. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments about this. Nice. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop wasting you guys' time. So, yeah. Go down below. Hit the subscribe button. Notification bell. That way you guys can see whenever I upload new videos. The next video I'll be posting, I will be testing out Trum and 5-minute crafts, hamster products, well, not really products, hamster DIYs and crafts, and I will probably also be testing out just normal DIYs that you can do around the house with Trum and 5-minute crafts to see if they actually work or if they actually are false. Okay, bye guys, love you!